What's wrong with this phrase? I'm sorry. Okay, trick question. There's nothing wrong with saying sorry, but there are several common alternatives that native English speakers often use. My name is Michael Anton. I'm the founder of English at the Ready, and I'm Canadian. You might be familiar with the stereotype that Canadians say sorry all the time. And while that might be true, it's not the only way of apologizing. In today's video, I'm going to teach you several alternatives to the word sorry. The most obvious and common situation is when you apologize for a mistake. For example, I'm sorry for making a mistake. In this situation, the more formal way of saying sorry is I apologize. I apologize. You might also say my apologies. My apologies. My bad. My mistake. I was wrong about that. That's on me. I take responsibility for that. I shouldn't have done that. You might also use the word sorry to express regret or sympathy. For example, I'm sorry for your loss. In addition to sorry, you could say, that's really unfortunate. How awful. That sounds really difficult. My heart goes out to you. I hate that you're going through this. Or what a tough situation. What a difficult situation. These are all different ways of expressing sympathy for somebody else. You might also use the word sorry if you don't understand somebody. For example, they say something and you say sorry. You could also say pardon, pardon, come again, come again. Could you say that again? Could you say that again? Or I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that. If you want to interrupt somebody politely or get their attention, you might say sorry. For example, sorry, do you have a moment? You could also say, excuse me, do you have a moment? Excuse me, pardon me, if I may. For example, if I may, could I please speak to you for a moment? Or lastly, if it's a more informal matter, quick question. For example, quick question, do you have time to talk later? Sometimes apologizing too much can be a bad thing. You can admit a mistake without over-apologizing. For example, you might say, good catch, good catch. Or, you're right, let me fix that. Thanks for flagging that. Thanks for flagging that. Or, let me correct that. Let me correct that. These are particularly useful phrases at work, where it's important to take responsibility for your actions while at the same time still sounding confident. Another situation where you might say sorry is if you're declining an offer or you're saying no. In this case, you might say, unfortunately, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not able to. Sadly, I'm not able to. That won't work for me. And lastly, more informally, I'll have to pass. I'll have to pass. If your friends ask you to dinner, you might say, unfortunately, I'll have to pass. I have work to do. And lastly, if you're writing an email or a letter, there are situations where the word sorry might not be enough. It might not be strong enough. Instead, you might say, I regret. For example, I regret to inform you that I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Please accept my apologies. Please accept my apologies. These are all more formal ways of saying sorry. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments if you can think of any other alternatives. Again, there's nothing wrong with the word sorry, but sorry can be used in many different situations, and it's always a good idea to know as many alternatives as possible. Hope you found this video useful. Leave a like, subscribe to English at the Ready, and if you want to study with me, click the link in the description below to learn more about our online programs. I'll see you in the next video.